Promethean Planet member Anders Carlson came up with a great way to create an interactive fraction maker right in ActivInspire by using the features of grouping, drag a copy, and one of the 200 or so pre-programmed actions. I'm going to show you how it works on this page, and on the next page, we're going to build it together. Now be aware, if you don't want to build it yourself, you can always download this ActivTip flip chart from Promethean Planet and then drag the fraction maker into your own resource library, and then you have it for all your flip charts. So right here, you see we have a fraction that's 1/2. Now what I can do is actually click and drag and create a new fraction using drag a copy. Okay, maybe you're not wowed yet, but check this out. Now when I click on the numbers, I can edit and add a whole new fraction. How cool is that? Anders Carlson, you might have made some people very, very happy. So now I can create my very own fractions just by clicking, dragging a copy, and then clicking the number to get what I want. So, how do we make this? Let me show you how. So now the question you're asking is, how did you do that? Well, I'm going to show you in like 5 easy steps. What do I have to do to put you in this interactive fraction maker today? But no, it's very simple, and it's a great process and a great way to create an interactive fraction maker. And if you download this flip chart from Promethean Planet, you have the how-to guides along with all of the steps right here in the notes section. But let me talk you through it now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I created a line here using the pen modifier. I just have a straight line. I'm now going to type in the number that I want. We're going to start with 1. I'm going to bring my property browser back up, and we are going to highlight the 1 right there. So now I have the properties for the 1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it from being called text 20 to top. And I'll show you why in a second. So now we're going to go to our actions. Now within our actions, there's an action here called change text value. So I'm going to click on that. And now I want to pick what text I want to change. Click on my 3 dots. Now I see all the text on the page. But the reason I named it top, it's easy for me to know that's the top number of my fraction. I'm going to click on OK. Now what I want this to do is every time I click it, I want it to add 1. So now every time I click it, it's going to add 1. I'm going to click on Apply. And now I can just check it to make sure. Yep. I'll undo 2 spots. But there we go. It is working. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to highlight this 1 right here. And we're going to duplicate it. Because it's doing exactly what I want it to do. And now I'll click it. So now we have 1, 2. So now everything's working. I can now have this interactive fraction maker, but I have 2 more things that I need to do. First off, I need to highlight everything, just like this, and I can see it's all highlighted because I have the lines around it. And I'm going to click on right here to group it. So now it's grouped, so now it all moves around together. And then finally, I'm going to go to the properties, and we're going to go to drag a copy. So now it's going to drag a copy. So now, when I click on it, I can drag 1 out, and the actions are set to add 1. So I could have a whole slew of fraction here that add 2, add 3, add 4. I can change that append text to whatever I want, that change text value. So it doesn't have to add just 1. It could add 3, it could add 4, it could subtract. You could create some great math problems out of this. But this right here is a very easy and simple way to create your own interactive fraction maker.